join me here, Snow96. We are back on Ballyspring. So the last couple of episodes have probably been a little bit frantic, trying to get everything done in one whip. And today, and probably going forward, we'll try and maybe just ease it up a little bit, so it's not as crazy. So as you can see, we are flat lifting. So we managed to pick this up. I think we had about 10 grand in the bank. This cost us 7, and then we sold our small Massey Ferguson plough, because let's be honest, I think if we're going ploughing again, it ain't going to be with that. And hopefully this subsoiler will act as a plough as well, so I'm hoping for a kind of 2-for-1 function, but we don't have that theory tested yet. It does work on grass. It is removing the plough texture nicely, so we can't complain about that. But yeah, just going forward, as I say, we probably will, well, I'm going to say we try, but all things aside, probably will get frantic again at some stage. Now our cows are still out, and thankfully that pasture we put down is working as intended, or at least they're eating a lot more of the grass than previous time I showed us, so that is good. So we can keep them out there until it's more or less bared. The calves, that pasture is growing back nicely because the calves aren't really, they don't require a whole pile of food. I think it's like 2,000 litres a day or 2,500 litres a day, so it's not a whole pile of food. So that pasture is actually growing back, which is amazing. Meaning if we wanted to, we could probably get our cows in there again for a day before we bring them into the farm. So again, something we have to look for, but I think, as I say, we should be getting a fourth cut here pretty soon. That's why it's important to get this side of it done. The fertilizer and stuff, then we won't really have to worry about that too much until we get to maybe February-ish, and we'll be out then blasting the fields again with slurry. So the main thing is, if we can remove this plough texture, we'll get a little bit of a yield bonus, and that's what it's all about, really, guys. Maximizing the yield. So we should see an increase in bales. We'll check the counter to see what we got last time. Obviously there was a bit of silage made off that last time, but I don't think we'll have that this time around. Well, we'll see, we might. But I think we're getting to that stage where the round baler and the wrapper could possibly be sold as well. Yeah, if we can pick up a square wrapper. We haven't come across one yet, but we could either buy brand new, or failing that, we'll find one in the used section of the dealership. And again, we wouldn't exactly be saying no to that. So as is that field done. So we just have one more field now to hit with the flat lifter or subsoiler. Still not 100% sure what you want to call it, guys, but that is the task we're at. And this is the last field here. That's one of the newest ones we bought. Actually, the two fields we got, guys, are the two new ones, so we're just getting stuck into that, and we'll drop a cog in. We can do a lap or two here in the tin cab. Easier to see the boundary line, as it is more or less the ditch line for the first couple of passes. But the farm is progressing nicely, guys, we cannot deny that. And as I said in the last episode, we just need to kind of organize ourselves a little bit better, have a bit more of a structure. Now, as I say, I might like to get rid of the round bale wrapper and switch for square bale wrapper, if it's at all possible. I'm not 100% sure, is it? But that would be a nice addition. There is a feed wagon in the used market for like 7,500, but again, we don't have the money, and I think by the time we do, it shall be gone. So that's a little bit sad. All our silage bales we made on the last cut have progressed nicely. They're nearly ready to sell, so we've that to look forward to. And when I say kind of organize ourselves now, we're starting to really find a limit on space. Well, storage definitely on the yard for the likes of the bales and stuff. So coming to a time where we need to decide, do we start knocking some of the old buildings and stick up a couple of bigger areas? It will happen, but we just need to figure out, is it a case of we'll get more land first, and whatever we can't fit into our shed we can sell, because I think if that shed that we currently store the grass bales in is full, that should be enough for us to see through the winter. So that's kind of the gauge. We will know for 100% sure this winter, guys. But at the moment, that's the kind of gauge I'm using. So let's see, can we swing this? Oh, not my best effort. So we cut so tight to the ditch lines, we really do have to straddle that ditch line. Yeah, it's all small things on the farm really, but we just need to kind of work the plan now. Whether it's more land, or do we start to redesign our farmyard and really start making it a little bit more efficient for the setup we have, and the setup we probably will want to have down the line. That is what we're aiming at. So all these things need to be decided, and we need to figure out when we're going to do that. So I think somewhere here possibly is the line. It's hard to tell where you've lifted and where you haven't lifted. That's why at the start of this video I was external, kind of looking down, because it's just that easier to see the change texture. Probably should have done this when the grass was bared and not waited for a growth stage. Mental note for the future. We might jump external here. Well, actually we're doing a pretty good job. And again, where the shadows are is going to be notoriously hard for me to see. You know, probably a bit too tight of a turn, but look. And I know probably shouldn't turn with it in the ground. We need to pull away out because we're actually kind of redoing areas. Okay, I think when we get back we will be selling the silage, and that will give us a bit of money leading into the winter as well. We're getting close to needing to move cows in, so we'll have to start preparing the main cow shed for that eventuality. Once the fields have produced all it's going to produce, that's probably around the time we'll start setting them in. So pesky trees, can't see anything. So the first couple of passes will have that in it, guys, but after that it should settle down. Maybe we can zoom in just a little bit, make life a little bit easier for us. And as you can see, the texture is really hard to see. I'm not sure how well it'll play out in the video once it's compressed and rendered, but yeah, it is just, it's quite straining on the eye even for me to see it here, so I'd imagine it is going to be hard. But there's a slight darkening of texture, and that's just to let me know that we have passed there with the flat lifter. Zoom up past the tree, and we can ease back to a bit more of a scenic view. Not that it's that much scenic. But yeah, it's all go here on the farm still. But as I say, we're going to try and settle it. Obviously when it gets to grass time, it's just a frantic time of the year anyway. Lot to be done with the fields, and yeah, I think we got caught with the slurry and the hop, and then that just threw me for the rest of that. So yeah. All in all though, I think this second year on the farm, well, speaking probably a little bit too soon, but I think it's been generally a success. I think we're quite happy with it. I think if we are aiming towards more land, definitely one thing we need to be aiming for is more arable land. So we're going to tip away here, guys. Don't know. Don't think there's much point in time lapsing. It's literally going to be this kind of a view over the tractor for the next hour, as we flat lift this field. So I think what we're just going to do is do a little jump cut, and we'll be back here when either we're close to finishing or when we figure out what our next task will be. Might even be the next day because the evening is closing in here quick. So we'll just have to see how we get on, guys. So, as always, I'll bait on and I'll see you in a sec. And we are back, guys. So we have the flat lifting complete. We've thrown it in here. Nice little bit of equipment. 3 meters wide, covers a nice little bit of ground. Driving about 7-8 miles an hour, so it's doing a good job there. You can see the lime is still out on the arable field. And what we might do now, guys, is just throw up the old drone, and yeah, we'll just take a shot of the cows, of the sheep and goat, the calves on the other side of the farm, and we'll just give a little quick update on them, see how they're doing, and we'll just probably do a quick update to finish this one up today. So we'll be back here in a second with the drone. So we're in the air, guys, and we're just going to quickly fly it over here to where the cows are, and as you can see, there's still a section just here where they don't seem to be chewing on, but I'm not sure what that's about. And there's a little section over there, but for the most part I think we've gotten a good chunk of the grass here now covered, so that should work better. We'll play around again with the pasture mod and see can we fix those two. I'd like it if we could keep this field as a pasture, just because it's really just a small field for to be doing grass on. Eventually we'd like to expand out this way and down this way and out this way, but for right now we don't have that option. So we're just going to shoot across here to the sheep, and you can see some real small little dots down there. So they're the baby lambs, and again they are doing quite well, quite happy with that. And if we shoot out the other side of the farm then, guys, you will see our 10 calves out here, and again the grass is growing back nice and strong there, so that's fantastic. So we might be able to squeeze a little bit more out there. And looking across the farm, a couple of puddles of water here and there, but that's to be expected. A couple of showers here in September, but we have everything ready to go. The fields are looking fantastic, not a weed in sight, not in the main part of the field anyway. And we have them now flat lifted as well, so we should have that ploughing texture removed. And yeah, we're just in for a good end of season, guys. So that final cut of grass will be coming at us pretty quick. There's a pile of silage beds there just thrown in the corner. We shoot this way a little bit, and they'll have to go next. Ignore the stacking abilities. A bit of super strength was used for that. Um, so yeah, but overall we would like to shorten. There's a slightly smaller pit than this one currently, and we can roof that one. So that is an upgrade to the farm I would like to have, and basically this small shed here underneath us now would like to go, and I'd like to get rid of that kind of square that's there, and possibly this L-shaped here as well, and just redo the yard. Bigger sheds that we can actually fit our equipment in, that would be fantastic. But so far, guys, on Ballyspring we are flying along here. We're doing a nice enough job. We've expanded the farm from 3 fields up to 6 fields, so we've managed to double it in a season. So if we can keep that up, we really should be in for a good spell. I would like to get these 2 fields next if I could, the arable one there and this grass one. Now this grass one has some hill on it, so we'd have to be wary, but at least that would kind of complete the front of the farm. Obviously maybe that one down there as well would add to it, but I think that would give us a nice block of the farm, and then we could really start trying to work off this loan that's hanging over our heads. Because yeah, we'll have to do a financial update probably in a video or two and see where we're standing, or maybe over the winter we might do it actually. But yeah, that's where we are, guys. So we have everything done. We're on the 1st of September, and for now I think we'll call it here. So as always, guys, I've been Snowman86. This has been Ballyspring, and as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.